Although my Far Cry New Dawn review might not have been overwhelmingly positive about Ubisoft Montreal's latest adventures within the Far Cry universe, there's still plenty of explosive shenanigans to have that will make you want to revisit Hope County again. Outposts and the way they get tougher to take over is a much needed improvement, and some of the side missions are a lot of fun to do, especially rescuing Timber, a pooch with a heart of gold. It wasn't long before I had a real hankering to pick up a bombastic weapon or two and start shooting the limbs off one of the many highwaymen that populate this new post-apocalyptic world the pesky religious nutcase Joseph Seed created at the tail end of Far Cry 5. Whilst much of New Dawn follows a similar style to its predecessor, there are some new missions that give it a slither of individuality. One of those things is the new expeditions. They're not available straight away. Like everything else at Prosperity, the name of your base of operations, you must level it up so that the expeditions become available. To do so, you must collect ethanol from Hope County. It's pretty easy to find in the beginning, but it's where you decide to use it that provides a challenge. Do you focus on getting better support from the guns for hire, or do you build up your weapons so that you can take out more of the tougher enemies within New Dawn? Personally, without unlocking expeditions early, you'll find it much harder to find the components needed to craft the better weapons and vehicles. Not only are these new missions a lot of fun, they're the lifeblood of resources, and without them you'll struggle to get the equipment you need to defeat the psychopathic twins of Mickey and Lou. I mean, they're a real piece of work, like the worst. You can take over outposts or collect supply drops that are randomly dropped from the sky thanks to the planes that fly through Hope County, and the more you collect ethanol from these, the quicker you'll be able to upgrade Prosperity. Once you gather enough of the stuff, head back to your home and go and speak to Roger at the helipad. After listening to him waffle on for a bit, he'll take you to places beyond Hope County, locations not on the map, and it is these missions that let you use all those skills you've learned to complete the expeditions and earn tons of valuable components to help build loads of new vehicles and fancy weapons. The purpose of these expeditions is to visit a location, find a package and escape with it. The premise sounds straightforward, but it's all down to how you decide to approach these missions as to how easy they are. FYI, they aren't a walk in the park. No matter how quiet you try to be and how James Bond your approach is, the moment you pick up that package you have little time to get out before all hell breaks loose. Sure, the path to the package is easier if you use a stealthy approach, but it won't matter once you find what you're looking for. The timer starts to count down the second you acquire the package, and once it reaches 0, every highwayman in the vicinity starts hunting you down, and it's only a matter of time before they fire their rocket launchers, rifles and shotguns at you. You've also got to deal with various helicopters and trucks mounted with railguns, all hell-bent on blowing you to Kingdom Come. It's intense, but at the same time, if you've got the firepower to fight back, it can be monumental displays of bullets and fire. Adrenaline flows through your body and your ability with a weapon is pushed to the very limit. Find any cover you can and pull the trigger. Roger and his rescue chopper will begin its journey to come and rescue you, but he takes his sweet time about it, and you really have to put up a fight until he arrives. Even when he gives you a location and you manage to hold the highwayman off, you've then got to make sure he doesn't get blown to smithereens when he arrives. It's perhaps the most frustrating thing about the expeditions. You can work your fingers to the bone trying to kill all and sundry, and as you run to Roger, the damn helicopter blows up. Believe me, it smarts. Despite this minor frustration, expeditions provide the bulk of my enjoyment of Far Cry New Dawn, so if you're thinking of picking it up, make sure you unlock them as soon as humanly possible. They're probably the most satisfying thing about the game, and provide one hell of an adventure beyond the familiar setting of Hope County, Montana.